find it that it's like a little funny to make a well-rendered basketball, and it's cast in porcelain, and it can't be activated. The moment you bounce it, it's like done. I used the basketball motif a lot in my earlier works, and then while I was in grad school, I had the opportunity to study and work in ceramics, and that was a new dimension to my visual language. And one of the central tenets of the work is the fact that these objects, there's a shift in material. I find these basketballs, in particular in urban city environments, where they're deflated and then ultimately discarded. If I had to designate a label, I would say I'm an interdisciplinary artist. And there's a certain facility that I have within ceramics that allows me to execute ideas that I'm thinking about. The show's titled Boomerang to underscore the idea about trajectories and return. What trajectory is inconclusive, return to what, also inconclusive. I think the framework that we were working within, this idea about constructing a non-space, it was important that there wasn't any overt signifiers. The sparrowhawk is a predatory bird. There are 3 that are nestled inside the glass installation, but there's one that's hanging, and the way it's hanging, it looks as if it's about to dive for its meal or its ticket. The candles come from street vigils. These candles usually found in urban environments where people activate these places that aren't really designed for communion or fellowship. In an alcove or beneath a facade, on the side of a street, on a corner, as a way of remembrance, acknowledgement. There's a kind of reclamation. This individual mattered. And it's not always this person died from some kind of violence. This person could have died of natural causes and been a pillar of the community. I think that just harkens back to the overarching theme of transcendence and this idea of having the show be adjacent to a place of worship. I'm not necessarily interested in recreating a church or a synagogue or a mosque or a temple, but more a place of reflection and reconciliation of this inconclusivity. These objects, they're vibrating and they inform each other, but they don't complete each other. For me, I like that slippage and like that kind of space of discourse. I think that level of slippage and nuance, I think that's what generates the effect that I'm looking for.